That's good,
When you
Heather.
put your hand in there,
Where?
here in this thing here,
All right.
then there's a little button here that goes back and forth.
This
See it?
one? Yeah. If I wanted to quit, now what do I do?
Hit it, and it just shuts them off.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, if this thing has to be open, it won't record because.
Well, Dan is a little groggy, so I have to. Stan and Dan. Wait a minute, excuse me. Stan. Hi, Dan. He's a little groggy, so I have the pleasure of announcing the first act, and Kaylee and Danielle, the O'Connor kids.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's a fact, it's actual, everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I love you, you.
Meet you, Incy Spider.
You and me were a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? The incy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the incy spider went up the spout again.
Good job, Danielle and Kaylee. And Dan again. Okay, I'm going to try a joke. Bear with me. This is Betty Schlinen's joke, although it's not really, but I'm saying that, but if it's bad, you can blame her. Okay, there was this little girl, she was having tea with her grandmother. And she says, "Grandma, how old are you?" "Well, granddaughter, that's something you just don't ask." "Well, Grandma, how much do you weigh?" "Well, the granddaughter, that's just something you just don't ask." "Grandma, why do you and Grandpa sleep in separate rooms?" "Now, that's something you just don't ask." So she got down off her seat, went in the other room, and got their grandma's purse, and came back and said, "I know the answers to all those questions." Grandma said, wondering what she had in mind, "Well, what were the answers to these questions?" She said, "Well, first of all, you're 94 years old, you weigh 100 pounds, and you got an F in sex." Now he's going to introduce the next act.
And now we have a very special occasion, and that's when the Dorothy Love Retirement Community Choir with Janet Martin and Jim Saluk will play for us and sing the Porter's Love Song to a Chambermaid.
wonderful.
And nice tie there, Jim. Well, I have a little joke to tell you. And it's about three men of the cloth. And yes, they wanted to talk to each other, be ecumenical in their approach and get to know each other a little bit more. So they decided to go on a little fishing expedition on a lake. So they got to the lake and got in a little rowboat and rowed out to the middle of the lake. All of a sudden, and there was a minister and a rabbi and a priest in the boat. And all of a sudden they realized that there was no lunch, that they had left it on the bank of the lake. So the priest said, okay, hold on, I'll go get it. So he steps out of the boat and he walks across the lake, gets the lunch, walks back across the lake and back into the boat. Well, the rabbi and the minister, they got a little shook up. They said, wow, how did this happen? We have faith, and the Lord looks upon us in a good way, and we should have this power too. So the rabbi got out, I'm going to walk across the lake too. I'm going to see if I can do this. So he gets out of the boat, boom, in the water, drag him back, throw him in the boat, soaking wet. You know what happened? So the minister said, well, maybe his faith wasn't as good as mine, and the Lord looks upon me in maybe a stronger way, and I'm going to try it. So he gets out of the boat, same thing, goes down to the bottom of the lake, they grab him, pull him back into the boat. And so they both looked up at the priest and said, how did you do that? He said, well, I know where the rocks are. Now that you put up with my joke, I have something to give away here. We have a first door prize, and it's a nice Coleman Polylight one for those that go out. And nice little thing. I'm not 6'7". Yeah, one day.
Certainly. Really want to pick? Now don't look for your name. Oh boy.
It's Marty Zimfer. Anybody with a name like Marty deserves a prize.
Okay, Marty. Next, let me introduce the lovely Wilma Sig over here playing the Basin Street Blues. Thanks, Wilma. That was great. Well, Marty, do you want to draw another prize? Or is it too early? Should we draw another prize? Yeah! Okay, Ben, your name's not in here, bud.
How about who says the little guy makes the choice here?
Okay, little guy. Come on, Ben. You pick the next. We'll get Marty. Hey, pick. You want to pick the next prize first? Which one you want?
Oh, the big one.
The big one.
Yeah, the big
Ooh. Igloo cooler. And this thing, whatever it is.
Okay, and here it is, the big winner.
And the big winner is Ethel Jackson.
Oh, no.
Where's she at? There she is, straight back to the line, straight back to the back. Congratulations, Ethel.
Thank you.
Okay, I talked to Doc Foreman. He said I could tell a doctor joke. So I'm going to tell the doctor to.
do with that?
You want me to?
In this airplane, there was this doctor, there was a nun, and a college student.
Can you believe
So they're flying in this airplane, all of a sudden the engine starts cutting out. So the pilot comes back, he says, there's 3 parachutes, I've got one, see you later, and he jumps off. So the doctor stands up, he says, well, I've saved many lives and I plan on saving many more. So I think I should have a parachute, grabs one and jumps out. Well, the nun looks to the college student and says, son, she goes, I've lived a full life and I've given my life to the Lord. You just go ahead and take the last parachute and I'll go ahead and go down with the plane. And the college student turned to her and said, chill out, sister, he took my book bag. He got clapped, he got applause. Thank you.
Okay, well, now we have doing poetry, some poems, Margaret McFadden.
Barbara back for making copies. I have 2 groups of poems. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Where are you that can't hear?
Can't hear, raise your hand.
Thank you. I have 2 groups of poems to read. And the first group, I think you have a copy or you can share one. And it's about hearing. The first one is called Testing, Testing. Long ago, when first I learned about vowels, little did I dream that today my very life, no, my hearing, would depend on them. Only 5 open-mouthed sounds with so many variations. Tricky little consonants need only closed lips and a sharp-eared listener. Huh? You might not like this next one, I don't know. It's called Finding Moderate Hearing Loss. We have something to ask and hope it's not too great a task. Speak at a slower pace and always face to face. Just don't leave a lot of space. There's no need to shout, that only wears you out. And remember the sounds before we go out of bounds. Tic-tac and six-pack sound alike to us. We don't like to make a fuss. 50 or 60 may be alike, but might mean quite a hike. Thank you. The second group you don't have copies of. I hope you can hear me. I'm not going to ask all those good hearing people to put their hands up. This one is something everybody can try if they like. Think of a special color that you like, and then think of everything that reminds you of that is that color. You can just make a list of them, and you don't have to make a poem. But I went one step farther and did some poems about colors. What is yellow? A goldfinch in summer, a maple in fall, willows in spring, yellows in the fall. A lily, a lemon, butter and honey, a young child's hair, under the sky, the sea, old, new, soul foods. A forget-me-not, eyes blurred or bright, stained glass windows to set things right. Blue is changeable, but it's real. It all depends on how you feel. What is green? Green changes.
Let's hear another round of applause for Margaret McFadden. You got it? Good job. I love these groupies. Roadies. Yeah, that's what I like to call you. Okay, here's another joke, Mac. I'm trying. There's guys sitting around the barber shop, okay? And they've told so many jokes, and they're older now, and so they just number them. So one guy goes, "Hey, number 58." Everybody rolls over laughing. The next guy says, "Hey, number 17." Everybody just rolls over laughing. So the newest guy gets up and he says, "Hey, number 22." Dead silence. The other guy looks at the other guy and says, "He never could tell a joke." Marty, introduce the next guy. You need the sheet.
Oh, I know what this is. This is Going to Camp by the Program Services Group. Going to Camp.
Okay, I think since we're going to be at camp for one whole week, that we should introduce ourselves, and you can tell us your name and how old you are. But first of all, I forgot to tell you, we're here at Camp Myeria, and I wanted to welcome you here.
Where you're sure to get the diarrhea.
Well, I hope you brought your Kaopec thing.
Oh, we did.
Okay, let's introduce ourselves.
I'm Janet. I'm 11.
I'm Reba and I'm 11. I'm Marge and I'm 10.
Nice to see you, Marge, girls. Now that'll be enough.
I'm Sally and I'm 10.
Girls.
Well, I'm Sarah and I'm 12.
And I'm Barbie, and I'm 12 and a half, and I flunked.
Sorry, Barb. Okay, now my name is Miss Minerva, and I just know we're going to have a wonderful time at camp this year. Girls, now I'm going to have to separate you if you're going to be that way.
Okay. I think you should send them home.
Good idea. Maybe I'll think about that. Okay, first of all, we have to have the ground rules.
Okay, boys.
Every time you hear that whistle blow, you are to sit up straight and pay attention. And I want you to know there's lights out at 10 o'clock at night sharp. Lights out. You may have your flashlight on, but flashlights have to be out by 10:30. Any questions, Sally? What if I have to go potty? I'll take you to the bathroom, Sally.
Chicken.
And never, 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 never go to the boys' cabin. No going to the boys' cabin. Just sure we're going to have so much fun this week at camp. We're going to do crafts, we're going to do bug collecting, we're going to do crafts, and we're going to do hiking, and we're not going to see boys. And we might even be able to go swimming one day if you're good.
With the boys.
Now I know that you just finished school and that you had book reviews. So I'd like for you to tell me the names of the books that you read and the author.
Okay. Under the Bleachers by Seymour Butts.
Oh my.
40 Steps to the Outhouse by Willie Macon.
Oh, my goodness, girl. Where did you get these books?
In the library.
I think we'll have to have a check.
My Secret Life with George. And it was
Come on.
Seattle, Washington.
You mean Seattle, Washington? Yeah, he's a very well-known author.
Hamlet by Shakespeare.
And you say you're how old?
She doesn't like boys either.
Well, since I'm 12, I got really bored with those kiddie books. So I was looking through my mama's books. She likes to read a lot. I looked through them when she wasn't around, and I found a book that was really good. You know what it was called?
Why?
It was entitled Sex in the 60s by I.R. Dunn.
I think maybe I should call your mother.
I'm Barbie and I don't do no homework.
Now we know why Barbie failed. Okay. Let's learn a song. Okay. Everybody put your hands in your ears like this. And hang them down. Okay, ready?
Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? Can you throw 'em over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low?
Wasn't that good? Yeah, we'll sing some more. I think maybe the audience would like to learn that song too. So you go out there and help them learn this song. Okay, everybody, put your guns in your ears. Okay, everybody, here we go. All right, here we go.
Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? Can you throw 'em over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Good job!
Margie? Reba. No, please. Okay. I was looking through your registrations and I learned that today is Sally's birthday. Girls, let's sing happy birthday to Sally, okay? Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. You belong in a zoo. You look like a monkey.
Girls. Oh, girls, I'm so ashamed of you. Would you all please help us sing happy birthday to Sally? Okay? Everybody join in? Okay, let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sally. Happy birthday to you. Good job. You have
I give her a present?
Well, I'm shocked. Yes, you may.
It's a present for you.
that nice? I bet it's a piece of jewelry. What is it? Oh, it's mine! Oh, for goodness sake. You girls, get over here. Get over here. Now, this just has to stop. For goodness sake. I can see this is going to be a long week at camp. Is it Friday yet?
Everybody hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms. Big, fat, juicy ones. Little, skinny, squirmy ones. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm. Down goes the first one. Down goes the second one. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm. Up comes the first one. Up comes the second one. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm.
Well, I guess so. Okay. Well, goodness sakes, I see by my watch that it's time for lunch. Come on, girls, let's go to lunch.
All right. Here's your birthday.
Okay, we have some excerpts. Is that how you say that? Excerpts?
We have an excerpt from some church bulletins.
Actual church bulletins.
And we wanted to read some of these to you so you can look for them next week. It says, these are actual sentences that appeared in church bulletins. Here's the first one. This afternoon, there will be a meeting in the south and north ends of the church. Children will be baptized at both ends.
Tuesday at 4 p.m., there will be an ice cream social. All women giving milk, please come early.
Wednesday, the Ladies Literary Society will meet. Mrs. Johnson will sing, "Put Me in My Little Bed," accompanied by the pastor.
Thursday at 5 p.m., there will be a meeting of the Little Mothers Club. All wishing to become little mothers will please meet the minister in his study.
This being Easter Sunday, we will ask Mrs. Johnson to come forward and lay eggs on the altar.
Mrs. Johnson's busy here. The service will close with little drops of water. One of the ladies will start quietly, and the rest of the congregation will join in.
On Sunday, a special collection will be taken to defray the expense of the carpet. All those wishing to do something on the carpet, please come forward and get a piece of paper.
And last but not least, the ladies of the church have cast-off clothing of every kind, and they may be seen in the church basement on Friday afternoon. So next up, we have to set up the podium for Sarah. Over there. Next we have Sarah Hussey. She's going to be singing. Come on, Rody, get with the act. Over here. Sarah's going to be singing a musical, it says. There.
The first song I'm going to sing is More, which is a love song. More than the greatest love the world has known. This is the love I give to you. going to sing is Edelweiss, which means a little white flower, and it's from The Sound of Music.
To do a duet, but I said I sing so low nobody can hear me. The natives are getting restless. Okay. Well, the Islanders are next. Islanders give a hoot. Hoo! Hoorah! I guess I'm the only one. Okay, this will be fun. Okay, well, one of the Islanders couldn't be with us today, so we're going to have him live via satellite here on the TV. Let's see if I can get him. You guys know Larry Donahue. He's our manager. Yeah, Larry. Larry. Larry? Larry, are you there? Larry? No, we ain't been on yet.
I just got here in Hawaii.
Okay.
I'm supposed to meet with some executives from EasyTel Records for a national tour for you guys, the Islanders. This guy has also promised me to meet with the Japanese people about a two-city tour over in Japan later in the year.
Yeah, have you seen any big stars?
Have I met any stars?
Big stars.
Only Oprah Winfrey. No, didn't see anybody else. She was so large, couldn't see around. Anyway, I want to introduce to you folks tonight, since they haven't been on, the Islanders. Here's Dan, Stan, Fred, Jim, Marty, Heather, and Kelly. And I think Kelly's supposed to be spelled with an I on this special occasion here. They're doing their version of South Pacific's Ain't Nothing Like a Dame.
Thanks, Larry. Fellas, what's up? Hey, 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 hey!
We got sunlight on the sand,
We got moonlight on the sea.
got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of bendy games.
We got mangoes and bananas, you can folks. We get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Rose.
We get disgusting perfume. Say we get beef on the smell.
What don't we get?
You know darn well.
We got nothing to look politically and wise for. We got nothing to look masculine or cute for.
There is nothing like a day.
Nothing in the world.
There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day.
We feel lonely and we long for the fair and gentle sex. We would love to feel a feeling of some arms around our neck.
We feel hungry as the wolf felt
when he met Red Riding Hood.
What don't we feel?
We don't feel good.
Lots of things in life are beautiful, but brother,
Kelly,
there is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other.
there is nothing like a day.
Nothing in the world.
There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day.
There is nothing absolutely like the frame of
Hi, Mom.
Now watch for them in your neighborhood. They're going to be recording this record on EasyTel Records. And it's going to be available to you for only $15.99, but not available in record stores. Only through Dorothy Love store across from the main office. Now there is a shipping and handling charge. Now you can mail your order in. The order should come to EasyTel Records, 4546 Back Alley, Sydney, Ohio, 45365. Now remember, don't miss this group. They're going to be in your neighborhood. And to make them come out even better, make sure you vote for them tonight as number one.
Okay. All right. We have Classy and Corny next. Monica Zoll and Scott Parsons.
American named Anonymous. That's it.
Mac, I'm going to try one more joke. No, I shouldn't. I'll try one more. Now, Dr. Pullman, where you at? You said I could tell doctor jokes, so here's another one. There was this doctor that went to the pearly gates of heaven. And of course, he saved hundreds of lives, so he wants just to go right in. Well, big long line, he just passes it all up, gets up there. And St. Peter says, I'm sorry, you have to go back in line. Well, he gruffs back there and he waits for what he thinks is an eternity, which is about 5 minutes. And he walks back up again and he says, you know, I'm a doctor, and I should go right in. No, back in line, wait like everybody else. He waits another 5 minutes and he creeps back up here. He goes, I don't think you understand. I'm a doctor and I've saved hundreds of lives, and I deserve just to go right in. St. Peter says, no, back in line. Well, pretty soon this guy, dressed up like a doctor, cruises right by, walks right by St. Peter, waves to him, walks right in the pearly gates. So now the doctor's upset, and he runs up there and says, St. Peter, that guy was a doctor, and I walked right in. St. Peter says, no, that wasn't a doctor. That was God. He thinks he's a doctor sometimes. You said I could, Dr. Pullman. Okay, Marty's got the next act.
Well, like every good vaudeville show, eat. We only have one left, I think. We'll wait till after, because this is such a special act. You know, every vaudeville show has their own burlesque queen. And we have our own, Linda Duster. It should be like Linda D. doing strip tease. Little guest for us here tonight. Karnak, are you here, Karnak?
Yes.
Karnak, come in, please. Karnak!
It's nice to have hair. Well, tell them what we're doing, Ed.
Well, we have these envelopes here, and it has a little punchline, and he has to guess the answer to that.
The first answer is because he wore the plants in the family.
Because he wore the plants in the family.
Yes, very good. Why did Adam get the first fig leaf?
Okay, Karnak, once again.
Because of you, I'm in this jam.
Because of you, I'm in this jam.
What did one strawberry say to the other strawberry? So the other one could drive.
So the other one could drive.
Why did the Siamese twins move to London, England?
Oh, they're very sick, Karnak. Very sick. Karnak.
May the fleas of 1,000 dogs infest your armpits. You told me to stop here? This is my last one, okay? They both have a quarter-mile stretch.
They both have a quarter-mile stretch.
What does the last leg of the Preakness and Oprah Winfrey's pantyhose have in common?
Thank you, Karnak. Thank you. Well, before we have our last wonderful act, and that's Karen Slaybaugh doing Patsy Cline medley, we have one more prize to give away. And we had to get somebody new this time. Where's my little prize bucket here?
Who wants to draw the prize?
Yes, guys, all the way in the back there.
Come on, you raise your hand first. Come on, come on, come on. Hope you're looking.
Okay, Amos, who does have a card? Yeah, there you go. And now, our last and most professional act. I think, well, everybody's pretty good tonight. The Patsy Cline medley by Karen Slaybaugh.
leave me for somebody new. Why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? How I do run crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Sweet dreams of you. Every night I go through. Why can't I forget you and start my life anew instead of having sweet dreams about you? You don't love me, it's plain. I should know I'm never wear your ring. I should hate you the whole night through instead of having sweet dreams about you. Sweet dreams of you. Things I know they can never come true. Why can't I forget the past, start loving someone new instead of having sweet dreams about you? I'm going to fast forward this one. Earl Parsons is next. Blue Moon after Tata. one is gone and left me blue. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. It was a moonlit night, stars shining bright, whispered on high, love said goodbye. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. It was a moonlit night, stars shining bright, whispered on high, love said goodbye. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Well, shine on. Blue moon, thank you.
O'Connor is going to try to sing again. I love you. So let's welcome her out.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Okay, we would like to thank Kaylee and Daniel O'Connor for singing. The Dorothy Light Choir for singing Harmony and Blues. Willa Sig. Margaret McFadden. She's down there. Program Services. Sarah Hussey. Nate O'Connor and the Islanders. Kelly, take it on. Come on, Kelly, come on. Monica and Scott. Linda Doosterhouse. There she is. I'm just glad you knew when to stop taking them off, Linda. And of course, Karen Slayball. Terrific. Have we got the winners yet, Marty? Have we got the winners? We have got the winners. We need to introduce the judges. Why don't y'all come up here? You got to stand for everybody. You got to embarrass yourself. The court only goes so far. Peg, can you do it on the microphone? Everybody will hear you a little better. Can you introduce the judges? Peg Amos?
Yeah.
Peg Amos?
Yeah. I'm sure no court would want us, but then we've done well, haven't we? The first place went to the Porter's Love Song to a Chambermaid. The
second place goes to going to camp. And the third place goes to the Islanders.
I might add, we passed out ribbons to the group that participated, but I think you all need to give yourself a hand because you were the winners because you were here tonight.
I'd like to thank my friend Marty, everybody for coming, all the participants, good job. Program services got lucky. And, okay, a little talent. And
Stan, next year I wouldn't give you so much time.
we're going to sing a song at the end of the show. Good night, ladies. Thanks to my friend Marty.
Good night.
I'm not singing.